Hello guys of United Rock Nations. We are an amazing company with Rusty of KLOGR. How are you?
I'm fine, absolutely.
Here in France? It's not the first time.
No, I'm home. Okay.
So we are here, of course, to talk about the new album Keystone.
Yes.
It will be released on 6th October.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about the KLOGR lineup.
Yep.
In each album, there's a different lineup.
Yeah.
Is it difficult to keep the same members, the same motivation throughout all this time?
Yeah, there is a couple of things that we have to evaluate. And when you have a clear idea of the path of the band, it's not easy to have a good team that stay at the rhythm of the project. At the same time, the real life, because if you have, we are a medium band, so we have also a real life. Okay, medium band, come on. No, but we don't created enough business
Absolutely.
to live only with our music. So we had other jobs. Somebody can work inside the music and is like a freelance that can manage the
Absolutely.
business.
Absolutely.
Other was employees that I can wait for your holidays to go on tour. So I didn't have problem with all the members of the band. It's a natural path for.
It's not a personal relationship.
No problem. No problem. At the same time, I was lucky because this event created the opportunity to meet Pietro, and now he's a real
full
partner.
member.
Yeah.
In Black Snow, there was 3 guitarists.
Yeah.
And now you turn in 2 guitars.
Yeah.
Is there what's the motivation behind this choice? It didn't work with 3 guitarists?
No, we tried to. It was an experiment, you know, because I would like to be more freedom on stage without the guitar every time.
Absolutely.
But if you can't manage 4 people, how you can manage 5 people? So okay, it's a less cost, and we are faster on the stage to change.
It's not an artistic decision.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish to leave the guitar for some songs to be more interactive with the audience, but I can't.
No matter.
No problem.
For the first time, you work with an international producer.
Yep.
It's well known. It's David Bottrill.
Yep.
Tell us more about the collaboration with him and the reasons of the choice. Why him?
Okay. Why him is because he made the greatest album in the alternative discography, like Enigma from Tool. And you know, he works with Stone Sour, with Muse, Peter Gabriel, and then Smashing Pumpkins. So
a lot of great bands.
Yeah, and different.
Absolutely.
It's not a metal
yes,
producer.
absolutely. Yes, exactly.
And he told me that Tool want to work with him because Peter Gabriel. And when he received the material, he said, but maybe you sent the material to the wrong producer. And they told to him, no, we want you because we want to find and create a different sound. We want to have the typical metal sound from the United States.
Yes.
So this is why I choose him. And
how it works?
Oh, I was outside from the Zeta factory smoking a cigarette with a friend called Sandro Ferrari. We call him Hamek. He's a very renowned music engineer from Italy. And I told to him, okay, I would like to produce my next album with one of these 5 producers. At the top of the list was David. And he told me immediately, oh, I know him.
Wait a moment. Wait a moment.
No, I know him because he worked with David for an Italian band called Negramaro years ago. It's a rock pop band.
It's not a well-known band.
No, because they sing in Italian, so they have a
only
big audience in Italy,
yes,
but not all around Europe. And no problem, I can send the pre-production to him. Okay, do it. After a couple of weeks, he answered and say, okay, the pre-production sounds good. We can work together. And in a couple of
Fantastic.
weeks of interaction by internet, Skype,
Yes.
we just adjust something, and he say, okay, now we can start to work on the pre-production. We work together by email and Skype for I think 6 months, maybe one call each 2 weeks, and then he spent 1 month with us
In Italy?
Yeah.
At the Zeta factory?
Yeah, because it was cheaper to bring him to the Zeta factory than all the band in Canada with all the instruments.
Absolutely, yes, yes.
He understood this kind of
And
things.
how it was, the relationship with him and the work?
The fifth element of the band. Absolutely. After 10 minutes, everything went naturally, and we had a doubt. Okay, what do you think about this? Oh, you can do this, what are your option? So it was perfect.
Natural.
Natural, absolutely natural. And now I understand why he worked with this great
Wait,
artist.
absolutely.
Not because we are great artists, but he has this kind of attitude
Absolutely.
to reduce his egos and work on the egos of the artist. And is amazing. He's an amazing person before be amazing producer.
So the recording sessions of Keystone began on September last year.
Yeah.
It was 1 year ago. Why it took so long time to release the album?
Okay, after the recording session, David needed 3 months for the mix because he had another
yes.
job inside in between. So I had the master at the beginning of December.
Okay.
So Christmas holiday. Okay, we started with label research in January. But you know, we had a couple of offer, a nice offer, but was not enough for what we put inside the album. Has economy and has energy. So we decided that we can do that alone.
Alone,
but, yeah,
as usual.
we have a very good staff here in France with a good promoter. In UK we have a good promoter.
Absolutely.
Now in Italy we have a very great management that is on the side of the camera. He's working on the computer as all the producers, the management. But and we find a good connection. So this is the first time that we try to push the album also in Germany.
Oh, yes.
And we have a small press office in the United States, but for small things, because
Absolutely.
we don't have a tour right now in the United States. So we say, okay, now we can create a buzz, and maybe we can search for a big label
After
this album. If we need it, because if we don't need it, because we have enough audience to manage our business.
Absolutely.
You know, I am a manager. Come on, you know me better than me. You know, I'm started to stress these guys. Here's
So let's talk about the album, and
Yeah.
the sound, the music. When we listen to the new album, we notice 3 big changes between the new and the older recordings. The first one, it seems that the songs are more direct than the older ones, with powerful choruses.
Yep.
Tell us more about that musical evolution.
Okay, we try to find a way, and as you say it, maybe we found a way to create the KLOGR sound, but with something more direct to the audience. Because the first things that helped me a lot was write the lyrics with Jody Gray. When you have the musicality inside the words, the melody is easier. When you have a strange rhyme because you don't want to change this word because you are alone in your room, no, I love this word, and you sometimes it seems like forced, you know, it's like not natural. With Jody, I sent to him all the lyrics with all the concept that I try to describe, and I'm not mother tongue, so he helped me to translate, not in English, but in a common way for American people to describe something.
Absolutely.
So this gave to me more option to be more melodic, and I had a challenge to made another step for my vocal.
It's another question.
I'm sorry.
No, it's another question because you talk about the vocals.
Yeah.
The big difference between the older recordings and this one is the way you sing on this. It's totally different. Our opinion is that there is a greater control of the voice. How did you work for that result?
Okay, I worked very hard in the last 2 years because every time that something was wrong or went wrong during the show, I give to myself the guilt of the problem. Okay, yeah, because I am the leader, I am the face of the project, so I can give every time the guilty to others. Oh, was the monitor? No, was no. You have to be perfect.
Mine.
You want to play in the E series, you have to be 100%, maybe 110% of your. So I push hard on myself because I need it, and I'm pretty proud and happy because I can reach the difference.
Absolutely.
So I have more control right now on stage. You know, another aspect is that this is the first time that I didn't need to manage everything. I was focused only on the music,
on the music and the voice. Yes, the singing.
Other time, the band, the studio, the guest. Now, was that David? What do you think about that? Okay, good. And I was more relaxed.
Yes, absolutely. But when I listened for the first time, the first song of the album, it's not Rusty.
Yeah.
It's not his singing, so really it's very.
I try to mix the old style with the growl, with the modulation, with the distortion of the voice, just a little bit of grunge music inside, but at the same time modern metal and melodic. So
was it
I'm
difficult?
Happy for the result.
Was it difficult to yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So
when you want to do something good or better is never it's easy.
The third thing that we listen when we listen to the album is the solos of the guitar, the guitars.
Yeah.
They are more technical, more virtuous.
Yeah.
So how do you explain that?
I met Pietro Quilichini, PQ, the new guitar player, years ago when I collaborated with Alteria. Do you remember? The girls,
yes, I remember.
The red hair that play with us in the Sweden Rock Festival.
Absolutely.
He is a session for hair, and he was playing with hair years ago. And we started to talk about something about the relationship between the member of the band. I was started about the session. He was started to be a session. So we find a point of meet. So we started to play together. And he's not a egomaniac guitar player, but I know that he is one of the best guitar players that I had with me. So I say, you have to play. And you have to make a best solo. No problem. He did it. So
absolutely.
Absolutely. I love
it's very well.
I love it.
Is it a full member of KLOGR?
Yeah, it's one of the few people that I can call brother. So
okay.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. So we selected 3 songs that we want to talk about.
Yeah, I try.
We love Drag You Back.
Yeah.
There is a fantastic and atmospherical bridge on it. Tell us more about that song, and also why not about the lyrics of that song.
The song is 70% from Pietro.
Okay.
As usual, I add to the song the special effect like guitar, synth, because we don't use synth, keyboard, or special
only
effects.
pedals.
Everything made about with guitar and pedals. So he works on maybe 70% of the song. I work on the melody and was very naturally. We changed something on the bridge with David. So
it's very fantastic, this bridge.
Yeah, I love it because it's totally different from
exactly.
It's like a soft atmosphere.
Exactly.
But the song at the same time is something like, come on, move your hands, do something for your life. You need to do that, because if you're waiting for something from the outside, you can wait entire life. So it's your life. Take your life, bring it back, and drag you. They try to stop you with sometimes with a psychological problem. That no. Feel yourself. Go inside deeper and take the strength for doing that.
Great message.
We try.
There's another song called Dark Tides.
Yep.
It's a really interesting song with different atmospheres.
Yeah.
Tell us more about that song. It seemed like a patchwork of different atmospheres.
We work a lot on that song because at the beginning we try to create a ballad.
Yes.
Just a ballad, but we can't because we love the fat guitar, so we can't do that. But there is a very difficult arpeggio at the beginning.
Yes.
Yes, Pietro, I hate you. No, but because I have to play live because he has the lead guitar. So. And when we find a way to create the good atmosphere on the song, David say, okay, now try to think about the song in a total different point of view. Okay, and we start again. So this is why in the second verse you hear some very strange guitar with a lot of delay.
Exactly.
And then the song stop without drums. Just so it's very difficult to play live.
And you will play live?
No. No, not for now. We play once at the release party.
Yeah, release party, yes.
At the last year, but no, you need to have a 1 hour and a half set to play something like that.
Absolutely, I understand.
Otherwise, you need more direct sound.
Yes, absolutely. It's normal.
It's like the blackbird on the beach. Yeah.
And the last song, of course, is "Prison of Light." It's one of the first singles of this album. It surprised me about this amazing chorus.
Yeah.
It's not natural for KLOGR on the older albums to have this fantastic, amazing chorus. Tell me more about that song also.
Prison of Light was one of the first songs that we wrote. Is pretty similar to Guilty and Proud. Is another song with the same atmosphere on the Black Snow. I love this kind of a perfect circle and alter bridge blend together.
Yes,
and so it was very, very fast. And when I arrived at the chorus part, I said we need something to open the song in a different way. I don't want to sing with a lot of aggression, with angry. So we split because it's with the hand, the hand KLOGR with the head outside. So I love the song because it's maybe the great description of all the album. It's a middle of what you can find inside. It's not fast as Technocracy. It's not soft as Dark Tides. So it's a good balance.
Absolutely. Is there a particular meaning behind the title of the album, Keystone?
Yeah. The meaning, Keystone, for me and for the rest of the guys, is a sort of idea, very clear idea, because often the man elected himself as a keystone of the planet, and he tried to dominate the planet. He used the planet. He sucked everything from the planet. We think, absolutely, truly think that we are a guest, and maybe not the best guest that the planet can have. We are the most intelligent animal, but we act like the most stupid animal. We are destroying our planet because the keystone of the planet is the planet itself.
But is it possible to live differently?
Absolutely. Not if you want to earn a lot of money. Because the native in a lot of different parts of the world, like the American native, live like this. When they killed an animal, they say thank you to the nature because they can eat. Now we kill everything around us, say tomorrow, I don't know, I don't care. No, I'm very scared about that. So
that's the reason why this.
Yeah, we try to explain that Keystone is a sort of lifestyle. If you want to be a keystone of the planet, you have to put the human inside a circle with all the other creatures and the nature. We are not at the top of the pyramid. This kind of thinking was born up with some religion, some society that started to say, we try to fight against the fear of death to create our immortality, but we are destroying ourselves. Something wrong.
Okay, so let's talk about touring.
Yep.
You said before you talk about the Prong tour.
Yep.
It was on 2014. So 3 years ago you toured with Prong, and for this next European tour in November you will tour with the Rasmus.
Yeah.
This band is not really a metal band, the Rasmus. Don't you fear the reaction of the Rasmus fans? It's more pop, metal, pop, rock than heavy metal.
Yeah, it's not easy for a band like us to tour with somebody to play the same genre. Maybe we have to play with other bands.
Perfect Circle of Soul.
Jesus Christ. No, okay, please come back to the planet right now. No, I think that was a management choice, and I think that it was really a good idea, because when we played with Prong, we were the softer band. So when you have an audience with a Slayer t-shirt, Prong t-shirt, and you play King of Unknown, it seems, oh Jesus, right? Because sometimes not every time, but sometimes they tend to listen to the hard music, heavy music, old trash school music.
Yes, absolutely.
In this case, we are maybe the hardest band.
For sure.
So maybe if you listen to the Erasmus, sometimes you have listened about Alice in Chains, Metallica. We are not too strong. So maybe we can play as a good warm-up for them, and we can have a good reaction with the people. Because if you like the Erasmus, for sure you don't like maybe Beyonce or other pop music. So you tend to go to the dark side of the
frontier.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah, you go to the rock, to
metal,
something else. Okay. So it's could be better. I don't know. Yeah.
So
I trust our managers.
So there is a lot of work to select the songs that you will play, not only very hard songs, but you will, I'm sure, selected songs less hard, less heavy.
We will not playing songs from the first album.
Okay.
We will play half and half. We don't want to play a fake show, because we have to be softer than you buy the album.
It's different. Yes, absolutely.
We want to be natural, so we have half and half. You will have KLOGR, but also when we play the faster song, we have melody. We are not with a chorus with screaming every time. There is also a melody, so it's possible that the people maybe not happy to listen heavy metal every time. I discover some band, a lot of people discover Metallica with Nothing As Metal, and they both
the Black
Album and all the other, maybe they don't like Santanger or Ride Lining, but they started to listen something different. Also, I was in a show in Italy a few months ago with Five Finger Death Punch.
Yes.
Ministry.
Yes.
Totally different.
Absolutely,
band.
absolutely.
And
it works.
Absolutely. Because a lot of people discover new band. It's like Hellfest. You have a lot of different band, so you don't go to the Hellfest just for the headliner. So music is music. harder, softer, but it's music. If you love rock music, and the Erasmus is a great
Absolutely.
rock
Yes,
music,
absolutely.
mainstream band, so they have a big responsibility because they have to play with big audience.
Exactly.
So we are very lucky to play at the same show, and for sure the audience that love music, you have to love that music.
So we will be there to see you, of course, here in Paris.
I will for you.
After the end of this year, what's the project for next year? Some festivals, probably, I don't know.
Holiday, Maldives. No, I don't know. I don't know yet. We are living day by day, because for the first time in 6-7 years of career, there is somebody else to manage this kind of thing. So when they call us and say, guys, you have a tour in 3 months,
But
we're ready.
we want KLOGR at the Hellfest.
Absolutely. You have the good way. We want to play the Hellfest. I been there. Do you remember 3 years ago with my daughter?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
I
Next
was there.
time we want to play. It's one of my best dreams. I want to play there because it's not because it's a French webzine or television or radio, but because it's one of the best festival in Europe.
It's one of the best, yes, absolutely.
Absolutely. And I told you I went there with my family years ago, and the organization is perfect. The people are good. The people, you can smell, no, maybe it's not, you can feel the good vibe.
The smell also sometimes.
No, change, chat, another one. No, the feeling, the good vibe
Absolutely.
is good. So this is what I mean when we have to share something, to do something good. You know, there's some place where the life still life and not fake life.
Absolutely. So first step, 6 October, the release of the album. Second step, here in France, I don't remember the
18th November.
18 November here in France, and next year we will see.
But between the release of the album and the show here and in France, we have a surprise between, but I can tell you.
Nothing?
No? We have a new video with a special guest. We will have a special guest on the tour, so stay tuned.
I'm the guest? No.
You are one of my best friends. For sure, you're a guest.
Thank you very much, Rusty, for this interview, and I hope you the best for this Keystone album.
Step by step, we know where is the goal and where we'll reach it.
Fantastic. Thank you very much.
Thank Mark.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Hello, everyone. I'm Rusty from KLOGR. You are watching United Rock Station. The 6th of October, our new album will be released. Don't miss it. And see you the 18th of November here in Paris with the Erasmus. KLOGR and the Erasmus live. Don't miss it.